The Western Channel is one of the most developed areas of coastline in the world. It has really busy shipping lanes, fisheries, and human development throughout the Channel coast. It's also a really important habitat for several species of marine mammal, including whales, dolphins, porpoises, and seals. And if we're going to be able to protect those animals going forward, we need to be able to map their distribution, measure their abundance, and identify areas where they're most exposed to human threats. Human activities have all sorts of impacts on marine mammals around our coastline. They can be direct impacts, so things like fisheries bycatch, entanglement in fishing gear, disturbance from recreational boating, even the noise from shipping can impact marine mammals. But they're also exposed to indirect impacts, so things like the degradation of the trophic system, pollution from our freshwater waterways, and all of these things create a combination of threats that act as a burden that these animals are swimming around having to cope with in their natural habitat. The challenge for the conservation of marine mammals is peculiar because most conservation operates through the designation of fixed spatial areas where we can protect animals within that defined area. But these are very mobile species, so they're swimming up and down the coast. They're not going to stick within protected areas. So we've got to think about their exposure to threats rather than spatial protection. The whole of our coastline from Western Cornwall to Sussex has been identified as an important marine mammal area, but we can only really contribute to conservation if we understand how animals are using this area. So one of the key things that we're doing at the University of Plymouth is conducting coastal surveys aboard our sailing vessel Take the Helm, crewed by students. We're doing acoustic and visual surveys out to 6 miles from shore, collecting data year after year. This allows us to build up a picture of where animals are in different areas of that coastline, and this then allows us to look at how they're exposed to human threats throughout this area. Marine mammals are a really important part of our natural biodiversity, and if we want these amazing animals to be able to thrive and swim in our coastal waters in the future, we really need to collect robust scientific data and evidence to be able to make informed decisions about conservation management.